Yeah, and actually that's probably the slowest moment that we've seen in this entire matchup, where finally they go tippy toes to see if they can bait each other around the corner. Nothing happened there. They both back off mutually, and Vamp is now sharding up slightly. Basically, they're both waiting for Mega, which is coming up in about 5 seconds. Vamp's going to take high ground, always the best move, and drop in, and he's going to get a freebie. That's no damage done at all. So I think Vamp is ready for an increased score. Here it comes. Pretty decent LG, not great. 36% overall in this match, and we'll see if he can up that percentage. Oh, that's a great move, rocket jumping, anticipating the teleporter play, and he catches Jovire off, and that is 6-2, folks. Very nice.
And taking a look at the armor runs here by Vampire, I mean, he's timing it to the point where Jovire has very little opportunity to have any kind of stack other than the shards. Mega health, of course, is always going to be that extremely baitable item. Jovire looking to make it happen, but ducking back to the teleporter for making that in. But, oh, he goes in for a sneak attack on the upper yellow armor. Not going to be quite doing the damage, though, and Jizz Vampire will be picking up another frag, another yellow, and yet more control. Jovire, no weapon, no stack. Just Vampire's gonna be all over his face.
And just wanted to call out the
well, face first and then gravity.
Yeah, we get it.
Never mind.
The delay there. The Vamp waited to go through the teleporter. He was trying to force the spawn on the other side of the map so that as he popped through, he would get an easy, quick spawn frag. Now, Steve-O, being a vet that you are, what's your opinion on that whole spawn frag versus as the Europeans sometimes call it, conversion frag? Do you have a preference?
I actually prefer conversion. It sounds, and I hate to say it, but more professional. You know, it makes Quake sound like a big boy sport.
Except for when you call it a big boy sport. But yeah, I know what you mean.
Exactly.
I would have preferred spawn frag.
Nice.
Oh my god!
Wow.
Whoa.
That was pretty.
Jizz Vampire can apparently guide his rockets.
Yeah. Well, you know, most guys can do that with enough practice.
But I've always preferred spawn
Why
frag.
are you saying
I mean,
like,
I can appreciate the semantics of conversion frag, but it doesn't just feel like Quake to me.
Yeah.
It's a spawn, you got fragged off of the spawn, it's a spawn frag. Now,
Well,
I will say that a
people whine
conversion
about
frag
spawn
is...
fragging, and they don't whine about conversion kills. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Right.
So
but,
basically,
okay, actually, I will probably draw a line between spawn fragging and conversion frags. I mean, T9 especially, if you die and, you know, you pick up LG and then immediately take down your opponent who just fragged you, that is something I would call a conversion, but not a spawn frag. So just flipping the fragger and the fraggy in that case.
so basically a revenge kill. That's what
Exactly.
I call it. Yeah.
That makes a little bit more sense to me. Sorry, Weed, if you know you disagree, but you know, my heart.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't really care what other people think. I think it's kind of a relatively interesting topic considering that we do Shoutcast Quake Live, and I know that there are some people that will get really uptight about it and be like, no, it must be this way. But who cares? They're frags. Just enjoy. Sit back and enjoy the game, man. Calm that down.
Don't calm down too much, Grease, because we're still looking at a pretty intense match here. I mean, Jovire, he is the last guy I would really expect to be seeing this wide of a frag count between him and Vampire, but here it is, walking right into a rocket, but able to get the Mega Steal. Backing into the wall, though, he's not going to be able to get a lot else out of this. He sees Vampire dropping down in the water. Yes, there's a nice bounce, but I gotta say, Vampire's rockets...
Nice.
I mean, Jovire did excellently there. That was a very well-earned, well-timed-out frag, but Vampire's rockets made him hurt for it. I mean, this is going to be difficult to pull off a second frag in a row after this.
Yeah. Basically, he's not left with any real good options. He does get upper YA and is able to drop in on Mega, but probably, holy moly, the first time all game, he's back up to 130 and 50. But very risky and very damaging maneuvers every single turn. Teleporter play, great anticipation by Vampire. Jovire is basically being cut down at the knees every single turn that he makes. And there it is again, no exit.
Oof. So we've only got about 2 minutes and 10 seconds left on the clock. Vampire still looking very good. I really like his kind of sense of pacing on this. I mean, his mega grabs, they're not robotic. They're hardly ever from the same angle, making it very difficult for Jovire to kind of spam and get easy hits in. Vampire is usually very aware of when Jovire is not going to be at mega at all, so he can just dive in for free, or he's probably also aware of when Jovire is going to be spamming it out, and he reacts and he adapts to those situations very well, so he's reading Jovire very effectively here.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're just seeing a lot of comfort on the part of Vampire on this map. And Jovire, not so much. I mean, especially the teleporter play, I think that's really where he's getting caught out. I think the last maybe 2 frags ago, we saw Jovire was kind of spinning in all directions trying to cover the teleporter play, and Vamp timed it perfectly and came up when Jovire was looking the opposite direction. So, yeah, nice play by Vamp. I think he'll definitely take this. However, we have passed into that lovely, you know, best of 3 moment, so we need to figure out where we are in this matchup. I'm really not sure.
Yes.
Looks like they're both 0-0, so this might be the first map that they're playing.
And taking a look at Jizz Vampire's accuracies, I mean, it's nothing, you know, phenomenal. It's 27% rocket launcher, 20% plasma, and 33% LG. But again, the fact that Vampire is just catching Jovire off guard in so many of these situations, bringing the damage to him, like, every time he's not wanting to see it, and every time he absolutely does not need an attack right now. The accuracy is kind of playing second fiddle to the fact that Vampire is just doing all the important damage here.
And with a map like this, the accuracies tend to be slightly off because there's a lot of spam on this map.
Spam a lot, yes.
Oh lord. Almost cut out again by that teleporter play. Vamp gets 2 beautiful shots into Jovire, but he's got the mega health in hand, so he's able to rocket jump up and get a beautiful final frag. And I actually liked that we started to see Jovire make a little bit of a comeback, 15-5. Most of his frags were in the last few minutes there, so maybe there's a little bit of momentum that we're going to see in the next map. See where we head to.
I believe it's going to be T7, which is one of my favorite maps.
Usually a lot of the old schoolers are not fans of the new maps, but I mean, I really do like the maps that have kind of entered the
vote now.
kind of entered
Hey,
the
Method knows what he's doing.
Vote
yeah
fast.
yeah. I mean, the guy is pretty damn amazing. So now here, of course, we're going to see the entrance of the railgun.
Prepare to fight.
But I think personally that's going to favor Vampire. Once he gets rolling with his rail, he's ready to get scary.
Yeah, definitely.
Here we go.
But here we go.
Go ahead, Jahar. Take us away.
All right, well, it's going to be Vampire up first here, grabbing red armor after doing a little bit of scare-away damage on Jovire, picking up yellow as well. So now he's got red armor, rocket launcher, and a railgun in hand. That's, of course, going to be a mega health pickup for Jovire, but Vampire, look at this. He's wanting to keep control of this upper portion and make sure that not only the first red armor, but the second one goes to him as well. Red armor, of course, coming up 10 seconds earlier than mega health, and with Jovire getting kind of a late grab on that, Vampire's gonna have plenty of time to grab red armor and then be fully stacked, fully ready for a mega room push. So the way that he played this out, very, very effective.
Wow. Vamp missing the critical rail, and he's going to die because of it. 29 health as he backs away, and 50 armor to boot. Missing yet another rail. I think this is uncharacteristically low accuracy here for Vampire with the railgun. Jovire trying to bait out. He does get the red as he dies. I switch over to the camera red as he dies. It goes right back to Vampire. Back over to Jovire because I want to see what he does on the recovery. He does have Rocket and LG sharding up and now having the yellow armor underneath the mega platform. He's in okay shape, but this is going to be a really dangerous fight. He has to do some initial damage. He doesn't have the bonus of the railgun, which of course Vamp can switch up to if he needs to. We do see the move to the mega, and it just barely keeps Jovire alive. He's moving in for red. This is so risky. He's trying to line up, and he's able to get the kill, and we are tied one more time, 1-1.
Oh, nice, nice. I mean, You can see
Yep.
Joe Vire's kind of frustration here. What's he kind of QQing about? Is he having some lag issues? Perhaps.
Prepare to fight. 3, 2, 1, fight.
All right, we are live once more after a short break. Joe Vire wanted to call a timeout for a few seconds. Vamp is waiting on Mega, but really spending a lot of time here. We're seeing a trade between Red and Mega. That, to me, I'm a little bit kind of weirded out by that, to be honest. I think Vamp really could have used that extra time and made the assumption that with no weapons, Joe Vire wouldn't really be pressing in for a Mega Grab. Still, that being said, Vamp is in a pretty good spot here. He's done the initial damage. Joe Vire missed the rail. Vamp can just chill for a minute. He gives away Red, though.
I don't know. In my opinion, I think it would have worked out nicer if Vampire dropped down at the same moment that Joe Vire did, because Joe Vire with the railgun like that, kind of keeping the distance there for that long kind of opened up some possibilities. But unfortunately, Joe Vire not really able to capitalize on that, and Vampire is going to be still alive here. But caught in the wrong place at the wrong time. Vampire back down to 22 health, and Mega Health is light years away, and I don't think Vampire knows it. So there's loss of Mega Health. There's lots of red armor. Vampire is going to be a little bit thirsty here for the moment.
Wow, look at this. Joe Vire's about to spring it.
Sneaky.
I know. Oh my god.
Wow!
Wow.
Seriously, form of mist.
Yes. Red's coming up now. We see a trade once again between the big power-ups on the map. Vamp is only winning by 2 frags, and we are just about 3.5 minutes into this match, so plenty of time for a turnaround. I'm liking the cat and mouse that we're seeing, and the beautiful little trap set. That's a pretty huge rail. Replenished with the yellow armor, but that's going to make this next red armor grab a bit difficult. Joe Vire, I wonder if he's picked up on the fact that Vamp doesn't have time. Yeah, Joe Vire, here's the screen.
Vampire is being a
Oh
little
my god,
interesting
so
here.
aggressive.
Wow.
So aggressive.
Holy shit.
And
But
he
he
gets
still
Mega
lost
off
out
that.
on Mega Health, but he should have timing now. I mean, he saw Mega get grabbed, and he got grab of red armor himself. Vampire should be back in the game now. I mean, rails like that, if you can't pull together a stack after that, I'm sorry, you're done.
Man, why drop?
Nice, LG.
Why drop? Yeah, I think Joe Vire got really, like his mouth was, his appetite was way bigger than his stomach there. He heard Vamp scream, and you could just see he was like, holy crap, I can go get a frag. And he just tried to go through one of the most difficult areas to navigate, that sort of zigzag horseshoe hallway, whatever it is that separates the map. Because it's, I mean, it's just, as you're trying to come through, it's just so obvious where you're going to be. You can line up shots really easily as players try to move through it, so it's just so dangerous. You can either be spammed with rockets, or as we saw in Vamp's case, he just used the railgun over and over and over. And it worked out really well. So now 5 minutes left and 5 frags down. Joe Vire not coming back just yet. Hopefully he'll be able to announce something in the next couple of seconds.
And actually, there's not really, too much of a reason for Joe Vire not to be pushing it right now. Vampire was laying down some defensive rockets low, but he was still fairly weak himself, and I think Joe Vire could have taken that as a cue that Vampire really wants to avoid a fight right now. But Vampire being down at the bottom of the Mega Health side of the map, that's exploitable. And Joe Vire didn't really get in that push, and now Vampire has had enough time to pick up 150 and 75. We just heard Joe Vire picking up armor once again, and he's going to be at 100, 200. So Joe Vire's got stack advantage here, but he needs to find a way in. I mean, just like in T9, Joe Vire just really couldn't get inside of Vampire's head like the way that, Vampire was in his own head. So Joe Vire, even with stack advantage here, I'm really wondering, can he find the angle? Can he close the distance? Can he catch Vampire with his pants down?
Jeez. Or he can run past him.
Wow.
And put himself into a bad position.
Ninja.
Yeah.
That's one of the things that I love about this map, is all of the pillars just create so many angles that you can play that sneaky style and actually make it work.
Yeah. That's actually a pretty nice
Totally
railgun
sounds
shot.
like a B movie I want to do.
But the problem I'm seeing here is
Vampire
that,
ninjas.
so that Joe Vire is just not putting together a string of attacks. He'll get a nice little bit of you know, a little smash here and there. But again, here, one